Boaster, congratulations on the win in front of the crowd, who was very heavily pro FNATIC. But before we get to the crowd, before we get to everything else, I want to ask you about your matchup with Liquid in particular. You've played them like 36,000 times. It feels like you've gone through so many reps with them. Was there anything you felt like they did differently in this series today?
Well, yeah, we have played them countless of times, but this whole year we actually haven't played them, but we've been watching their whole kind of progress, and especially with the new roster signings, and I don't know, that Liquid is just Liquid. They kind of play the same as they've done because they don't really have an IGL, and so if you don't have an IGL, you're not really going to be learning that kind of macro side of the game,
Sure.
and like improving it, whereas like for me, it's like if I'm playing against a certain comp or a certain agent, I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta play this style. Oh my goodness,
Right.
I gotta play this style. So I think they're the same. They're just really high firepower, and I'm just like, let's just hope we out firepower them, and I'll do the strategy side of it with obviously Mini and Analyst.
Well, I think as far as out firepowering them, you did it. You did it today. Durka and Alphayer were absolutely incredible. I want to ask you about Alphayer in particular. The kid is young, and you can tell the crowd is very heavily behind him. Do you personally have any concerns about Alphayer wearing the weight of an entire country on his shoulders as he performs on the stage?
I'm not going to lie, the first game from Alphayer in front of the crowd, he was just getting kind of shut down. We weren't able to break recons for him, and it's mainly our fault. So people were kind of seeing that side and being like, well, Alphayer had a rough game, but I think it was mainly because of my calling on that Pearl, especially against Xset. And also, the bloomin' idiot, he forgot to turn Mouse XL on, and he plays with that enhanced pointer precision on his thing. He forgot to turn it on because he was too busy waving at the crowd, or like people were like, Alphayer, Alphayer. And I was like, oh my goodness, today's game, I was like, Alphayer, turn that thing on. He's like, I have. And yeah, and then 3K on a raise in that bind round where I don't know what's going on. I know they're in showers. I'm like, come on. And then suddenly he just gets 3 kills. And I'm just like, oh, easy round for us there. But yeah, I have no doubts about him. He's gonna smash the entirety of the tournament now.
Well, and he seemed so much more informed today, seems so much more comfortable. You can see him playing into the camera, playing into the crowd. I want to ask you about you as well, because your performance against Xset, really the entire team, it seemed like they struggled, right? Xset seemed to get the best of you, but there was something that felt different about you in this series. You had maybe a bit more comfort, a bit more playmaking ability. What was it that unlocked you in this series?
It's funny you should say that, because I read a Reddit post today. I don't know why I went on Reddit.
Oh no.
And I saw something about Boaster, and I read a bit of it, and I was like, it's kind of true, like with some of the kind of IGLing style calls I make. But today I just wanted to prove to myself that I can also be a decent fragger and go back to my old days. So for today, I was quite stoic. I wasn't excited, I wasn't nervous. I was just like, I don't care, I'm just gonna bang out Liquid. And today, that's kind of what happened. Yeah, I think for myself, I'm pretty happy with the performance. I just hope that I can keep being a good leader and a good teammate as well. And who knows if I'll get another good 3K on Haven like that again, because I was looking pretty fine dandy.
Just keep playing Omen and you'll get the opportunity to do it. Bo, so last question I have for you. At this point, you're sitting in the lower bracket. You've just sent Team Liquid home. What's your mentality for the rest of the tournament? Are you thinking a series at a time? Are you thinking we want to get a shot at Xset again? What's your approach to the rest of this run?
To seek that extra 1%. So I guess like I'm not even thinking about the games that we're going to have to play. All I'm going to try and do is improve our performance and our strategy, our macro, as much as I can before those games with Mini and our coach SLK as well. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. Like, it doesn't matter who we play next. The biggest kind of factor of our losses is us, I feel like these games on Pearl, where I'm not gonna lie, I was rubbish at calling that map.
Sure,
oh my goodness. And I know what to do next time. So like, it's just a case of just really learning from those losses, and don't let it dishearten you, and let it kind of motivate you, because we've only got like 1 more week left, and this is the final tournament, and I do want to lift the trophy. I wouldn't mind. I've been going to the gym, you know. I have to get the Tarek tank tops out, but yeah, so yeah, I'm just game day by day.
Sure, day by day, match by match. It works against Liquid. Best of luck to you in the rest of the tournament. Hopefully it continues to be the case. We're going to throw it back to the desk as Yinsu standing by to close out the show.